in this video, I'm going to show you guys 5 different drum fills, but they're actually 1-count drum fills. The reason for this video is I realized we spent a lot of time on these like full measure fills, my students do, and then I'm like, you know what, we play more single count fills or 2-count fills than anything else. So we're going to kind of dig into those 5 fills, what they are. And also, if you dig this video, please like, please subscribe, and of course, check out my book, Tactical Drumming Groove Survival Guide. I'll put a link for it in the description. 5 fill types that I'm going to show you. So the first one is pretty much the easiest one, and I hear it in a ton of different songs. And I noticed the other day, actually, when I was listening to country music, and the fill is just simply 1, 2, 3, 4, and, right? So you're just playing 2 notes, 1, 2, 3, right? And then you bring it to the downbeat. So it's like 1. The other option on this is you could also just play it with 2 bass drum kicks, 2 eighth notes on the snare, but there's a ton of different ways. And just taking those 2 beats and adding it into a groove, it changes it up as you transition. Right? It just moves it very smoothly to the next phrase. All right, so the second one is 4/16 notes, right? Just digga digga. And this one I actually realized I use a ton in rock and punk rock, but it can be used in a ton of different styles. And it's also really good when you got something kind of quick going on, right? So if I'm playing just a straight up rock groove, that little digga digga da, right? So that fill is just right, left, and it lands, boom, right on the crash cymbal at the end. So it's 1, 2, 3, right, left, right. So again, that right, left, right. And what I like to do on the end of all my fills is I'm going to put a bass drum and a crash cymbal on the end, which is going to emphasize the downbeat, which is probably going to be an emphasis in the song. Of course, if it changes the place, you can modify that a little bit. So that fill is pretty simple. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, E, and the 1. That is pretty much that fill. All right, now the third variation is going to be, I actually love this one because it's probably used more than you think. And it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, and a. And it's really this like tiny little pickup. And so if we're playing a groove, just straight up rock groove, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1. That tiny little fill brings us into the next concept or next kind of maybe musical phrase, but it's not like a big long fill. It basically covers the basis of, hey, something new is about to happen. So putting it in context, we just go right, left, right. That's the way I like to stick it, right? It makes it easier so that I'm landing on the right hand. If you're a lefty, you can obviously play left, right, left, whatever works for you, right? So I'm going to play that real quick and hear how it sounds. So it's 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 1. And you, of course, can mix that up, put it on the toms, play it on the snare, or whatever. Now the next fill, which may be one of my favorites, I hear it all the time in country music, in rock music, and pop music. And this is, I call this dropping bombs, but it's basically the sextuplet pattern, but split, or it's a triplet, but it's digga digga. And the best way to describe this is it's just basically snare, tom, and then bass drum, right? So it's a little split fill and it sounds like this. It's a pretty powerful fill. If you can play it fast, right, it sounds really cool. But what you're doing is just right, left, right, bass, right, left, right, bass, right, left, right, kick, right, left, right, kick. There's a million videos on this type of fill and kind of connecting it together. But in the end, if you just kind of space it out, it works really good as a fill. This fill can work as something that's going to go on the upbeat of 4 or on the upbeat, upbeat of 4 going into 1. Upbeat of 3 going into 4. What that means is 1, 2, 3, right? That's moving in the 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at it go, right? Kind of sets up that first beat, or just right on the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, right? Whatever version you want. But the simple fill is right, left, right, boom. Right, left, right, boom. And you play it as a, right? And if I play it without the bass drum, that's the rhythm. It's a great little pickup, and you notice at the beginning I actually played as the, right, which is a pickup into the 4th beat. 1, 2, 3. right? It's another kind of cool way to do it. And the last one is a triplet fill, right? This is the fifth one. And that is very simply kind of changing time a little bit to give a little bit of variety. If I'm going 1 and 2 and 3 and triplet, boom. Now, what I did earlier is I actually sticked it as right, left, right, right. So we got a double right here, right, left, right, right. And it makes it so I easily go to the crash cymbal, put the bass drum on the end of it. Listen to it carefully. 1, 2, 3, right, left, right, right. So again, it's right, left, right, 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 left, right, right. Add the bass drum on that. Right, left, right, 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 left, right, 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 left, right, right. And I can move that around the drums however I see fit. 1, 2, 3. Actually works really well. It feels a little bit out of time, brings attention to the fill, and then moving in to that next concept and idea, right? And then one last thing I do want to note is that these fills can be used in a lot of different styles, right? So if I'm like, say, for example, playing jazz, that little triplet pattern works really well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Right? It works pretty well. I could also use a or whatever, or this, right, which is actually, I got that from playing jazz, but anyways, you get the idea. So all these different ideas work really well as short 1-count fills. I'm going to play it out for you to kind of end it up, and then that's pretty much it.